Welcome to Tesla Global, the home of the latest Tesla news. Let's get into the video. Tesla CEO Elon Musk's response to Trump's lies, LMW. Tesla CEO Elon Musk responded to another one of former President Donald Trump's lies in a hilarious fashion. It seems that the former President of the United States, Donald Trump, is following the footsteps of his opponents Senators Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren regarding Elon Musk. Although he hasn't taken out ads against Elon Musk, the former president has been making the Tesla CEO a focal point in his political rants. And Elon Musk debunked his earlier claims. The former president said that Elon Musk told him that he voted for Trump. Earlier today, Donald Trump posted a bit of a rant on his social network. It was most likely a response to Elon Musk's earlier comments on Twitter about Trump. In a nutshell, Trump boasted about helping Elon Musk and said that he could have had Elon Musk on his knees begging the former president for help. "I'm sorry, but I just can't see that scenario happening." Donald Trump said a few days ago that Elon Musk told him the other day that Elon had told him that he never voted for a Republican. Trump said that he told Elon that he didn't know this and said that Elon told him before that he voted for him. Then he called Elon Musk another bullshit artist. Elon Musk debunked this lie in a response to Bongino report. He simply said, "Not true. My humble opinion on the matter is that I think Elon was right to stand up for himself against Trump. He's done so with Democratic politicians who have targeted him. He should do it when Republican politicians go after him. I do think he was a bit kinder towards the former president. Yes, he described Trump as a bull in a china shop, but I think he was just sharing his own opinion of the former president. I think from here on out, Elon would be wise not to play these political games. All of these politicians who vilify his name to capitalize on media attention don't care about America or Americans. They care about money." Twitter files suit against Elon Musk in Delaware court to enforce buyout deal. On Tuesday, July 12, Twitter officially filed a lawsuit against Elon Musk in the Delaware Court of Chancery. The company aims to force Musk to finalize his $44 billion deal. Twitter claims Musk refused to honor his obligations to Twitter and its stockholders because the deal he signed no longer serves his personal interests. Over the weekend, Twitter board chairman Bret Taylor announced the company would pursue legal action against Elon Musk to ensure he seals the deal. The company's recent lawsuit filing states it is seeking a 4-day trial in September. In its lawsuit, Twitter claims Musk acted in bad faith and decided to terminate the deal when the market started turning. Having mounted a public spectacle to put Twitter in play, and having proposed and then signed a seller-friendly merger agreement, Musk apparently believes that he, unlike every other party subject to Delaware contract law, is free to change his mind, trash the company, disrupt its operations, destroy stockholder value, and walk away, noted Twitter in its complaint. Since signing the merger agreement, Musk has repeatedly disparaged Twitter and the deal, creating business risk for Twitter and downward pressure on its share price, the social media company claims. Elon Musk submitted a SEC filing last week, stating his intention to terminate his Twitter takeover. The filing included a letter enumerating the reasons for the termination, including Twitter's failure to provide useful information about spam and fake accounts. Twitter hired Wachtell, Lipton, Rosen, and Katz LLP to represent it in the lawsuit against Elon Musk. Its legal representation responded to Elon Musk's termination letter, claiming that his reasons for termination were invalid and wrongful. With the suit filed, a judge could force Elon Musk to finalize his Twitter takeover or make him pay a $1 billion breakup fee. However, Musk and Twitter could also reach a settlement agreement, renegotiate the price of the deal, or the Tesla CEO could walk away from the takeover without paying at all. On the other hand, Twitter may have to divulge the information that Musk's camp has been asking for and claims the social media company didn't provide. SpaceX opens door to attempt Starship booster catch during first orbital launch. An updated document submitted by SpaceX to the U.S. Federal Communications Commission, FCC, has revealed details about the company's plan for the first Starship booster catch attempt. The document follows a different batch submitted by SpaceX in June 2021, when the company detailed its plans for Starship's orbital launch debut as background while requesting permission from the FCC to use Starlink dishes for in-flight telemetry. A month earlier, a different request focused on more standard telemetry antennas had already revealed that even if the mission went perfectly, Starship would not fully reach orbit on its first attempted spaceflight. It also confirmed that SpaceX had no intention of recovering the upper stage or Super Heavy booster assigned to Starship's launch debut, a sort of implicit acknowledgement that success was, then, not expected on the first try. 12 months later, SpaceX has submitted an updated overview of Starship's orbital launch debut and a new request for permission to use multiple Starlink dishes on both stages. While most of the document is the same, a few particular details have changed about Super Heavy's role in the mission. This time around, SpaceX says that the Super Heavy booster will separate, perform a partial return, and land in the Gulf of Mexico or return to Starbase and be caught by the launch tower. Prior to this document, SpaceX's best-case plans for the first Super Heavy booster to launch never strayed from a controlled splashdown in the Gulf of Mexico, potentially demonstrating that it would be safe to attempt booster recovery on the next launch but all but guaranteeing that the first booster would be lost at sea. A year later, SpaceX appears to be a bit more confident and wants to leave itself the option to attempt to recover the first Super Heavy booster that launches. However, the company has dramatically complicated the process of testing early Super Heavy and Starship recovery, and thus reuse, by fully removing traditional and predictable landing legs and designing its latest prototypes such that the only way they can be recovered in one piece is with a giant mechanized launch tower nicknamed Mechazilla. The launch tower and its 3 mobile arms will play a crucial role in all aspects of orbital Starship launches. The first arm swings out to brace Super Heavy for Starship installation and connect the upper stage to power, propellant supplies, and other launch pad utilities. A more exotic pair of arms nicknamed Chopsticks has a more complex job. On top of using the chopsticks to lift, stack, and demit Starships and Super Heavy boosters in almost any weather and wind conditions, SpaceX wants to use the arms as an incredibly complex and precarious rocket recovery system. For a booster or Starship catch, the rocket will approach the tower, enter the gap between the splayed arms, hover in place while the arms close around it, and eventually come to rest on hardpoints that appear to offer about as much surface area as a coffee table. Based on a simulation of the process shown by Elon Musk, calling it a catch is a misnomer, as the arms will mainly move in one dimension, open/close, and can't actually grab the rocket in any real sense. As built and shown, they are closer to a tiny fixed landing platform capable of minor last-second positional adjustments. Eventually, the chopsticks could shave a small amount of time off of post-recovery processing, removing the need for a crane, or the same arms, to attach to a landed booster or ship. They could also shave off the dry mass required for landing legs, though all interplanetary ships will still need legs. However, they will also inherently make proving their own efficacy a nightmare. By all appearances, the current recovery mechanisms on the arms and the landing hardpoints on ships and boosters mean that a catch could fail if either stage is more than a foot or two from a perfect bullseye or rotated a few degrees in the wrong direction. With the method SpaceX has devised, even the tiniest error could easily end with a massive, pressurized, partially fueled rocket destroying the chopsticks and plummeting a few hundred feet to the ground, guaranteeing an explosion that could damage surrounding infrastructure or start fires that might. In the event of larger anomalies during a landing attempt, Starship or Super Heavy could accidentally impact the launch tower, damaging or even outright destroying the skyscraper-sized structure. Ultimately, the immense risk posed by any catch attempt means that unless SpaceX has miraculously gotten the design of everything involved nearly perfect on its first try, the company will have to be extraordinarily cautious and expend a large number of ships and boosters to avoid rendering its only Starship launch tower unusable. At least to some extent, SpaceX likely knows this, and Super Heavy would likely need to be in excellent health and perform perfectly during the ascent and boostback portions of its launch debut to be cleared for a catch attempt. Ultimately, Starship's first orbital launch could end up being even more of a spectacle than it's already guaranteed to be.